Boys Soccer Podcast.
You know what's going on. We're playing soccer while talking about soccer.
Don't you dare forget to like, share, and subscribe.
All of the above. Yes, sir. All right, let's get this going.
Support us.
Cheers.
Cheers. Fake cheers with the phone.
I'm just looking for an actual high five. Thank you. Don't leave me. Don't.
Yeah, of course.
You're a little,
You got it.
you're
No.
lazy
You got to give it to me. There we go. There it is. Ooh, that was pretty slick. We got a little crisp. What is going on here? Any unsafe changes? Okay, fine, whatever. All right, what are we talking about today, boys?
Match week 2.
Second match week in.
Done and dusted.
What a match week we had, ladies and gentlemen.
Big drama, big results. Big drama, actually.
Have to agree, yeah.
Big drama Sunday and Monday.
Ten Hag's looking to go back to the Netherlands real quick.
Oh, man.
He's fucking sick of this shit. He's got to be. He's got to be sick of it. But we'll get into that. That's not our first topic. We're going to get right into kind of reviewing the match week and talking about our predictions from last week.
Yes, so I'm on the sticks first because
on the sticks first.
Unfortunately I didn't
You
get to
wanna
watch.
switch that?
I didn't get to watch as much of the games as I would have liked. I'll be honest. I'll be honest. I had plans Sunday, and then Saturday I don't remember what I was doing.
I had planned Sunday to stream with us. And then
Yeah, but hey, shouts out to you guys. Yeah, props to you guys for getting out there on Sunday, doing the live reacts to what was.
I was super low energy that day, and I apologize. I was very, very low energy that day. David luckily definitely brought the energy with the goals.
That shit was lit.
Yeah, no, well, but again, that's the
was
thing we'll get
lit.
into in a little bit.
What in God's name
It
is going on
shit.
over there?
Yes, my cat
taking a
rearranging his litter box.
Good Lord, man. I was
yeah,
like,
bro, Gouda's
who's
OCD.
dying? Who's getting murdered over there?
Gouda's he's OCD about his litter box, man. You know what? Good on
Hey,
him.
have
Good on him.
more power to him, bro. More
Fedo
power
walk in there,
to
take
him.
a shit, and just leave. Don't cover it. The smell just lingers. He doesn't know how to exactly use it properly. But anyways, enough about my cat and their litter box problems. We're gonna be getting into the match weeks right out the gate.
Match weeks.
Or match week.
Match week. Sorry, yeah,
We both
match
did
single
that.
match week.
It'll be match week 2. Obviously, we did our predictions on Thursday. A little uncanny from our normal Tuesday streams, but that's because I was out of town and they had no visitor parking spots at my apartment complex. So, just kind of had to give it a rain check. But anyways, Aston Villa.
David, is that a yawn?
Yeah.
Bro, what's going on? What's going on? I double checked to make sure you guys all had the energy, bro.
You should have given this man some pre-workout before
That's
this.
good, bro. I'm fine, dog.
This is David's normal demeanor. Leave him alone.
Alright.
Leave him alone.
I'm fine, bro.
All right, so
Yawn one more
Everton,
time, see what happens.
Aston
Yawn
Villa.
one more time, David.
That's our first game. I predicted 1-1. David threw out a 3-1 for Aston Villa, and then Tyler with the 2-1 for Everton. Game was 2-1 Aston Villa. I think it's safe to say David was pretty close with that one. However, none of us...
Action-packed as well.
Yeah, no, it was a great game.
Shout out to Aston Villa for coming back
game.
off a hard L to take week 1. Coming back and bringing the dub.
Yeah, I gotta say, they definitely looked a whole lot better. I mean, no, actually, they looked pretty good against Chelsea. They just got unlucky, honestly. But that was it was 2 weeks ago. We're not gonna talk about that. But yeah, they looked pretty good in that game as well. Hey, Gouda.
That is, oh my God, I was gonna blame that solely on the
Yeah, it was a good game to watch, fun to watch, action packed. I'm here for any game of soccer that looks like that, kind of like that Tottenham Chelsea game.
Really?
Wow. Right at
Really?
the camera. Yeah, you know exactly what's going on here, don't you? Okay, Gouda.
He just wanted to say hi, everybody. Yeah, I mean, anybody else have anything else to throw in there? I think it's Aaron Gordon, right? Is that his name? Kid who plays Stop.
yeah.
Dude. Why?
I believe that's him, yes. The kid who
Aaron
is...
Gordon. I know it starts with an A, and then Gordon is his last name, I believe.
Yeah.
Kid's a baller.
Yeah, he is.
Kid is a baller. He's looked great out the gate this season.
I think he's had some interest from some clubs, and they came out and said he is not available.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, no. I think Chelsea was actually one of those teams this
He
summer.
is looking mighty fine. He even at the beginning of last season, to be honest with you, or end of last season,
Yes, sir.
he was looking really, really nice. I won't lie. I was like,
No,
man,
yeah,
he's looking
I
explosive.
think he's
One
going to
of-
be in contention for Young Player of the Year this year.
one of the shining lights on
He's
that
only
Everton
like
team.
18, 19, I think.
19, I think.
Yeah, he's young.
Yeah, so I think he's definitely in contention for Young Player of the Week, Player of the Year. Just out the gate, just early prediction, just throwing that out there. I know it's obviously only week
Early
2.
Young Player of the Year prediction.
Yeah.
Oh, he done me dirty with that move.
Yeah, no.
He got me good with that
definitely
move,
got you,
bro.
man.
He got me good.
Yeah, that's definitely. I'm throwing it in there because I'm confident in it, in the fact that
Oh, that's Van Dijk.
he looked good at the end of last year, and he looks even a little bit better now. He's
He does.
carried that form and improved on it over the summer. He looks like a very determined individual. Like, I like his drive. I like his fight. I think he's ugly as shit, but he's a baller, so I respect him.
Damn,
being
bro.
honest,
Why you
dude.
gotta come at my man with the smoke, Jay?
I mean, it's not smoke; it's just truth. You ask
My
anybody else. I made a
God,
comment
that
about
is
him watching.
completely unnecessary.
It was unnecessary, but
Why you gotta do that to the guy?
because fuck Everton. That's why.
I mean,
Um,
I can agree with you.
Yeah, bro. You play. Thank you.
Wow, he's back. Gouda, what
my
is
fault.
good, bro?
Yeah, you're really getting a little too involved tonight.
What's
bro.
good, bro?
What's
What's
up?
good,
What's
bro?
up? I've
What's
been hanging out
good?
with you all day.
You good?
I've been hanging out with you all day. Listen.
Who do we got next? Arsenal and Crystal Palace. I
Me
mean,
too.
Arsenal and Leicester.
Ooh, is that who we got next? Arsenal,
Think-
Leicester. What is that, Louis? Yo, just to confirm.
Yeah, no, he's gonna have a much better status this next FIFA, which comes out in like a month and a half, boys. We'll be switching
Damn,
it
it's
up.
that time already?
Yeah, it comes. Well, no, it would be even sooner. I'm gonna let him. I'm just gonna let him. Up
It's
here.
like that.
It's
tonight.
bro. It's like that tonight. He just wants to be involved. Yeah, no. Normally it would be out in like around my birthday in September, but I mean it's like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks or later this year. So,
Why'd they
Right.
do it later? Any reason?
probably because of all the shit they were dealing with FIFA in the sense of you gotta lay down. Just because of all the shit they were dealing
Oh,
with
that's
with
true.
FIFA,
Yeah,
like
all
in
that
the
drama and
like it
whatever.
probably delayed shit.
Losing licensing and
They probably weren't even sure if they were making this year's game.
I
In the very beginning is what I'm saying. They might have slowed down production a little bit at the very beginning when the controversy started, and they were like, hey, we still want you to make this year's game, and then they were like, all right, keep it going, because you got to think about it. It's not, and maybe they're taking an extra week of work on it. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take what I can get out of you guys.
Yeah, keep hoping.
Over in EA.
Keep hoping, buddy. That ain't happening.
But yeah, no, we'll be switching over to that, which I'm excited for it. Just cause
Damn, we never
then I
got to
can-
hit Division 1 in this one.
Oh, we got a month and a half left. What you mean?
That's true. We got time.
Yeah, we got a little bit of time. We're in
We got
Division
some
4.
time.
We just gotta get dubs after dubs after dubs.
Yeah, you guys need to stop weighing me down.
What do you mean? You
I'm
ain't scored yet.
carrying this streak.
You have not scored yet.
This dude's almost
Yet.
scored like 6 times.
Yeah,
For
you're
now.
honestly looking. And did you? I thought you lost last week.
No.
You did.
No,
You
I
did
won
lose last week.
I won last week.
All right. Well,
No,
we'll
you didn't.
review that tape later.
Yeah, review it
No,
later. I
you
won
didn't.
last week.
You
I
did not.
promise you.
No,
I
you did
promise you I did.
No, you did not.
I
Um,
can almost guarantee it.
Anyways, on to the next game. We've been getting a little off track here, boys. Leicester and Arsenal. What a fucking game that was. Gabriel Jesus.
Thriller.
Yes, sir. I'm
Gabriel
so happy for
Jesus
you.
on fire. Whoever had him in their fantasy Premier League,
They're smart. They're smart.
good investment there.
It was if you guys would have actually joined my fantasy league, which I don't know what happened there. You just kind
I
of
couldn't get it to work on my. It was too much of a hassle, and I was like, you know what, fuck this. And I
Fair
gave
enough.
up.
All right, I don't blame you on that. I don't blame you. On that.
It was trying me, and I was like, you know what, I can't do
That's
it.
fair. That's fair.
Cool.
We just won't do it this year, I guess.
We'll do it next
We're
year.
doing it next year. I
We'll do
want
it
to
next
get like
We'll do
cracks.
like a live draft.
I want Craxton on it, and we can FaceTime his ass. I want.
Yeah, we
we
can
can
do
even
that.
make a stream out of it.
That's what I'm saying. Like I want to do like a
that'd be
full
dope.
blown,
Yeah, we can get
full blown
Clark.
draft stream.
We can get Clark, Chris, either any of your friends who fucking watch soccer.
There's
'cause
honestly,
Clark
I
and Chris are
was
for me.
invited in a group already of like 7. So I'm pretty sure I'm in one. I just don't do it week by week.
Oh,
I
you
didn't
got
do it this week.
cucked, mate.
Yeah, that was rough. I had that counter. See, that's what should have happened when David and I played a couple.
And you
weeks
make
ago.
your team. You make your team every week, so you don't have to like
Yep.
draft or anything.
Yeah, you make an initial draft, but like I think it'd be fun to make like a draft because like I want certain rules in that draft where you can't have the same player as another person.
Where do you want to do it through? Where do you do it through?
The Premier League app. If there's an app where it does, because like in the Premier League app, me and Tyler did it a couple years ago, and we basically had the same fucking team almost every week.
Yeah,
it was just
the
stupid.
one I'm in. I can pick the same players. As
Yeah,
everybody else.
I think that almost defeats the purpose of fantasy. Like, why are they going to be on two separate teams? We're not playing Ultimate Team. We're playing Fantasy Premier League, which, I mean, and this is obviously coming from somebody who plays fantasy football in America.
David, wake up! Wake up! Come on! I need the energy.
Tyler.
Like I was saying,
I said yawn in front of me one more time, David.
Oh my
God.
he did warn you.
I gave a fair warning.
He did warn you. You're talking about going to the gym after this with this guy, and
God.
Nah, he
already backed out.
He already backed out.
wow. You gotta get those workouts in before stream, dog.
No, I feel that.
No, you.
But I've also had the whole day. I've had the whole day off, and that's just I did that like early. Well, not early in my day. No, I did a bunch of shit around the house first. But anyways, what? Damn, y'all made me forget what the fuck I was even talking about.
Fantasy Premier League.
Right. Yeah. And right. That's coming from somebody who plays fantasy football in America, where you can't have the same person on your team if somebody else already has them, which I think that's a huge factor in how fantasy should work. I mean, because obviously if American football wasn't like that, everybody would have the same fucking team for the most part, just like me and Tyler did, and it would be one or two slight changes that make the difference. But
Anyway, back to the match.
yeah, back to match week.
What game were we on?
Arsenal Leicester.
Yeah. So like I was saying, great game.
Oh my God.
4-2.
Gotten scored on there.
4-2 was the result. Here's what the predictions were. 3-0 Arsenal was my prediction. 2-0 for David. 3-2 for Tyler. All Arsenal wins. It was 4-2 though. Tyler was pretty close with that. If he would have just given Arsenal that one extra goal, he's got that on the money.
I was so close.
He was very close.
So close to making my first spot on prediction.
Brighton Newcastle was one of the only games I didn't fully watch from start to finish. I just kind of peeked in and out of it here and there, like I did with the Leeds Southampton game, which for reasons we'll get into, I watched pretty heavily at the end of it. But
No.
Yeah, 0-0. It seemed like a pretty boring game. Newcastle had a couple of good chances. But yeah, it's not a game I'm, excited to tune into. Christ. But what we predicted was 1-1. I predicted 1-1. David had 1-0 Brighton. Tyler had 2-1 Newcastle. 0-0. Nothing to really report.
I'm kind of surprised by that 0-0 draw.
Yeah, I am as well.
I'm not that surprised. I could have swore that's what I guessed. Wow, Tyler. That's crazy. Oh, you're 1-0 up.
Is that that's Van Dijk? Yeah, I thought that was...
The Van Dijk header off the corner, OP, baby!
Jesus.
Every time, bro. Every time. Automatic.
It's not every time.
He's
you
automatic.
Literally can't say it's every
automatic.
Time. All right, well, whatever. This kid's going to live in his fantasy world where he scores that every time, but... We literally have video evidence where he doesn't score it every time. But anyways, next game is going to be that Man City thrashing of Bournemouth, which was, as a City fan, I say, boring as fuck.
Dude, they played in a typical Man City fashion.
No, this was even slower.
I mean,
this was even slower.
It was the result that we expected.
So much slower.
It was the result that we expected.
I mean, yeah, we won 4-0, so I'm here for it, but...
Yeah, but it was a... I mean, it's
tough
a win's
to
a win.
watch.
A win's
I was
a win.
watching so I got two TVs
Said
set
it
up
was
in the
tough
living
to
room right now. You guys
watch.
can't see it.
Oh, what a ball.
I was definitely watching the Arsenal game a little bit heavier because it was just action-packed.
Yeah, when you have that game compared to the City game, City's going to win. It's just a matter of...
Yeah, that's
you wanna
also
see
the other
score.
thing. I wasn't really too worried about it, even if...
That Arsenal game was just so much fun to watch. And the way that Arsenal playing are so much fun to watch. They play aggressive, attacking football.
They're a very young and invigorated team.
Whereas City, it's exactly what you saw from Barcelona, playing that tiki-taka, passing it around, lulling the defense to sleep on the opposition, and then
Oh no, Tyler.
yeah, that's right.
Save.
Keep remove.
Attaboy, you're learning. You're
I
learning.
am. I'm
Yes,
starting
sir.
I'm starting to learn. In before one of these days, it's gonna bite me in the ass, and I'm gonna be pissed.
No, it will start to bite you in the neck. There's people who know to just watch out for it.
Oh, he read that shit like a book.
And yeah, you'll do it, and then they'll just shoot to where you just moved from.
But yeah, that City game, Holland kind of quiet.
Very quiet. No. Holland looked very quiet. I'm still not worried on the bet we made on Thursday. He's still 2 for 2.
30 goals?
2 for 2 on games, technically.
That's true. That's
yeah,
true.
no, I'm not worried about it, bro. He's gonna start at least 30 games. If he keeps that track record of
A goal a game.
a goal a game, I'm in the fucking clear, bro. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it, and I think it's gonna be better. His movement isn't where it needs to be for Pep, and I think Pep's gonna get him to that
Ooh, Andy.
movement. He's gonna get that stamina up on him because I think that's a part of it. He's trying to conserve his energy, and I think all that's gonna change. I think he is gonna evolve as a player with Pep because Pep's gonna force him to play in that system. He doesn't have a choice. He's got to work hard. That's one of the things I like about Pep. He pulls that out of players. You're either gonna work hard or you're not gonna play for the man, and that's how it is. And Holland's young. He's had a lot of success at a young age, so it's easy to think that maybe he's gotten that mindset to where he doesn't have to work that hard. He just has to find himself in those positions, and he can finish.
Well, he did grab himself an assist. So
No, he did, and it was a
completely
great
quiet game.
Yeah, exactly.
Impressive assist.
A very impressive assist. He bodied that center back off of him, and he made a nice little dink pass out to Gundogan, who slotted it away. He did a great role in that. A great job in that captain role. Louis Diaz can't finish like he did against Crystal
Because
Palace.
it took a deflection off Mane, bro. Get
He
out
took a
the way,
deflection off
Mane. What are you doing?
Shut up.
Why are you defending the other team, bro? It's because he knows.
So here were the predictions for that game. I said 5-0 for City. We all said City, obviously. Nobody said Brentford.
City
or
don't
Bournemouth
drop
would win
points
the game.
against teams that they should beat.
Yeah, and then 6-1 was David's prediction. 4-2 was Tyler's. Obviously,
Damn.
it was a 4-0.
They did get a clean sheet after all.
They did.
Sons of bitches.
Bournemouth didn't have much action. That was the thing.
They
Well, they had.
They
They had
didn't
a
really.
decent-
They didn't have the opportunity to have much action. City
Yeah.
had the entirety of possession.
heavily. I think it was like 70-something% is what we had.
Sounds about right.
Which I think was what we had the week before. I think it was 75 the week before.
I take that 1-0 dub.
David,
I take
I'll
that
round
1-0
us out.
dub.
I'll round us. Yeah, I'll round us out this week.
That was a boring ass 1-0 dub on my end. I
all
don't
right,
lie. That controller's whack. I
we
need to
need-
bring mine.
Yeah, I meant to tell you guys to bring yours.
I always forget to bring mine.
It's the A button on that one.
It's a lot more than just the A button on that one, I'll be honest with you. Where are we at? What game? We talked about City enough.
Yeah, we just talked. Yeah, no.
What do
We
got?
didn't make
What do
that.
we
We
got?
didn't.
What do we got? What's next? What's next, Jay? Come on, let's keep it moving, bro. Why are we taking so long?
You heard the man.
We've gotten sidetracked.
I need energy. What is this monotone?
Listen. You're.
What is this
You're.
monotone?
This kid. All
Today
right.
we have. You sound the way City play. You sound the way
Go
City
fuck
play.
yourself,
Jay.
kid. I'm sick of your goddamn bullshit. Anyways, I guess
There we
moving
go.
on to the next match, it's going to be Southampton and Leeds. And that is going to be a game that was quite fucking energetic, especially towards the end. If you guys didn't catch that game, or maybe you tuned out early because Leeds got that 2-0 lead, or, not early on, but before the end of the game, you thought, that's done and dusted. Ha, you fucking missed out. Yeah, dude, it was a very, very fun game. I was watching City on my big TV, Arsenal on my slightly smaller TV, and then that game on my phone. And I was trying to tweet, which if you don't know, go follow us on Twitter at PremBoys Podcast. Yeah, it was a very fun game to watch. Honestly, all the way through. I think James Ward-Prowse had a goal. And then it was Kyle Walker-Peters for... Was that... You have that pulled up right there. It was James Ward-Prowse who scored that first goal, right?
No, it was Joe Aribo.
That's right. It was Aribo. Yeah,
Joe
'cause I tweeted about
Aribo,
it.
Kyle Walker-Peters in the 81st, Rodrigo netting both goals
Yeah,
for Leeds.
Rodrigo had the brace. He looked great out the gate, but then was pretty quiet for the rest of the game after that. Oh, no, actually, he actually had 2 opportunities where he almost scored. I lied. He had a good game.
Can they see the video game?
I'm switching it back and forth now because I have this right here. So in the interim, I'm going to switch it to our face.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Although I don't know if I'm going to like that because when I go back and edit later, as in go for clips, that might be a pain in the ass.
Well, you know what?
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. You know,
listen,
it's all about.
all I know is when I get my laptop tomorrow,
It's all
don't
about trial
have
and
this
error.
figured out, so it's not a pain in the ass for
It's
me.
all about trial and error, and then
Same.
we'll kind of build from there.
But
That's
yeah,
all.
it was a crazy game. Southampton made an absolutely amazing comeback. The second I saw them start playing before they got that first goal, I was like, damn, I kind of think they're going to get a comeback. In my brain, just kind of watching it, they were just looking hot. And they looked like they really wanted that point. Maybe even 3, because they were still pushing after they scored that second goal. But here were the predictions. I had 2-1 leads. David also had 2-1 leads, and Tyler had 1-1. As we've said, 2-2
Damn.
was that final score.
I got the draw, but I didn't get the goals.
Yeah, we've all been like close in different ways for like all these games for the most part.
Son of a.
So next is gonna be Wolves and Fulham. 0-0 game.
0-0 thriller. I
Pretty
didn't.
boring actually.
Didn't Mitrovic miss a PK? Or was I just hearing things?
Who they play? Fulham versus Wolves?
Yeah.
I think so. I think Mitrovic missed the PK.
I'm not sure.
Let me see.
I can tell you right now for one football, actually. One football.
Free kick, attempt saved, miss. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. Penalty saved. Yeah, Mitrovic had
Yep.
a saved penalty. Why couldn't he do that week 1? Why couldn't he get his penalty saved against Allison, and we would have been sitting with what 4 points?
bro,
You hate to see it. Figures.
Maybe Wolves maybe Wolves are a better team than you guys. I don't know.
Yeah, you get out of here. You
I don't know.
shut your
I don't know, man.
You
You
shut
know
your
me.
mouth. Anyway, that was a 0-0 draw. Nothing much to talk about except for the missed PK.
Oh, I thought that was
Huge.
in. I thought that was in. That was a
That was a
great
goal.
chance.
Oh, wow, it was
Oh,
never.
David. Oh no. Yeah, he fucked it.
Oh, you look like Manchester United right now.
Yeah, he really did. Oh shit. All right, we'll get in that game later though.
No, speaking of, we're in that game right now.
Did I go over? Yeah, I did go over our predictions.
Brentford, Man United. Now, this game, phenomenal game.
I called the dub for Brentford though. Let's get that out of the way real quick. I called a 2-1 dub for
4-0,
Brentford
bro.
because man, you are in shambles. That's why I hopped off that fucking boat last week.
It's a phenomenal game if you're not a Man United fan. I was sitting.
Oh
the
god,
reason,
I can't imagine being one of those people right now.
The
Yeah.
reason I wasn't able to watch a lot of the games on Saturday, I had a soccer tournament, right? And sitting there talking banter with all the other soccer guys. All of them, of course, watch Premier League. We're all watching the games on our phones during in between games. We had 4 games that we had to play, right? Man U, Brentford, come on, last game of the day, and I look at this one guy next to me and I go, oh, I bet you Brentford win 4-0. Calling it right
It's
now.
not on camera, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Regardless, I looked at him and I said Brentford 4-0. He goes, no way, you don't know what you're talking about. Sure as shit, halftime 4-0. I was like, well,
By
it was
halftime.
It was halftime 3-0 and they scored all 4 goals in the first half.
Yeah, I watched I watched 3 out of the 5 games that were being played before that game. Tweeting about them, and I had woken up pretty early after being up pretty late. And I fell asleep about 5 minutes before kickoff. And for the Man U game, I fell asleep about 5 minutes before kickoff. I woke up very close to halftime, and I was like, "There's no way." I rubbed my eyes so many times. I was actually in disbelief, but at the same time, when I realized that is a scoreline I'm looking at, it didn't really surprise me too much, man. Ten Hag's a great coach, but those players, I feel like they're still demoralized from last season. I think that's genuinely a big part of what's going on. It's they don't have faith in themselves as a team still.
No, I'll tell you what's going on. It's the fact that they can't move the ball from defense to midfield to forward. They have struggled with this for the last 2 games, and I pointed it out last game. They cannot move that ball from defense to midfield even. And this was apparent in this game.
What I'm saying, though.
This game was way more apparent how inefficient they are at getting the ball from the back to the front.
You just have to press them high. You press them high, you win.
They didn't know what to do. I mean, you have De
Dominantly.
Gea giving the ball to Eriksen on his wrong shoulder into a defender for him to get stuffed. The defender gets the ball to the striker. Not a defender, sorry. Attacker, because they weren't even that far in. Counter, boom, Brentford goal. The first goal, I don't know what De Gea was doing. Like you said, you had to rub your eyes a couple times because you couldn't believe I couldn't believe what I saw. I was watching the game on my phone. The sun was beating down at a weird angle, and I had a weird glare on my phone, and I had to like angle it and be like, "Yo, what did I just watch? Did he?"
Yeah,
really
we watched
let
the
that in?"
highlights before the stream, and my man reached down and clapped at the ball like a seal. He looked like a brain dead seal out there, because I guarantee a seal could have saved that with his fucking flippers before De Gea is gonna save it like that.
Like I don't know how you let that in, and then on top of that, you have the next mistake immediately after. 2 goals were because of De Gea that game. At least 2 of those goals that Brentford scored were because of De Gea, because of him just being just mentally not there, or I don't know where he was, because he was definitely not in that game. That pass to Eriksen was about the definition. If you go in the dictionary and you look at the word hospital ball or the phrase hospital ball, that play comes up.
That play, yeah. It's just
That
like
play
a
comes
quick
up.
little
It's-
clip of that.
You set that man up for failure. There was absolutely nothing Eriksen was going to make
If
the only
anybody
decision.
blames Ericsson for that, they're wild. They're just wild. Like there's no way you could blame that man for that.
The more you watch that back, the more ridiculous it gets. I mean, that man
Oh my God.
that was almost disgusting. That man made
Well
the
done.
one
Good try.
pass the only pass that he could have made in that
Bro,
position.
he had
to
his
the outside
right back out. Yeah, his right back was
He was trying to hit
wildly open.
the right back,
And
but
that's
De
what I'm
Gea
saying,
played
is
it
they-
in such a shit angle.
They're either, because here's what they're doing. They're either rushing their play too much, or they're what's the word I'm looking for? I'm just gonna use lazily, just taking the ball and then kind of like scanning the field and not having faith and making a pass to somebody they see open because there's somebody somewhat close. But then they sit there and wait on the ball and make a rushed pass after waiting too long. Like it's the hesitation that's killing you, or it's the lack of hesitation that's killing you. Guys, they can't find.
And that's the problem. There is
Ridiculous. Oh, that was beautiful.
Good finish. There is no synergy within that team.
None at all.
Arteta in the All or Nothing talks about he did this. If you guys haven't watched the All or Nothing on Arsenal this season, watch it. It's phenomenal.
It's really good.
If you watch, there's one episode where Arteta talks about he has players memorize a board, right? And in this exercise, he puts up the numbers of the players, and then you have 45 seconds to write down the numbers and correlate to the players. And to your point, the reason that they hesitate is because it's not they don't have that synergy to know and expect where that person needs to be at the right time. They don't have that on that team.
They don't have that trust.
That all starts in the training grounds. So they have to change something up. I mean, whether if that's what it is, if they're so demoralized from last season, sell 10 players like Ragnarok mentioned that they need to do,
I really think
and
last
do a
season
full
is playing any
rebuild,
part.
because then you're just setting yourself up for failure for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Because it's not
trying
going to
to
get
fix
better.
these broken
just-
players. Yeah,
like,
it's not going to happen.
if the players don't have faith that each other will be in the right positions at the right time, you're fucked. Like, there's nothing you can do. You're screwed. And I think that's where the problem lies, and that's why Man U will continue to struggle until they solve that issue.
I think there's actually one thing that the three of us playing at Fast 5 have started to come into like a good form with is like we know where we're going to be for the most part. Like, especially if you're out there playing, like I know you're going to be in the right position. If I look up for a pass, I know I know one of you two are going to be open.
And especially
It's great.
in a game as intense as any match in the Premier League, and especially against Brentford. No knock to Brentford. Brentford
Brentford looked great.
World-class team
They
right now.
I think they're finishing top 10 easily.
Oh, I think top 10 is a fair bet.
Easily.
But prime example of knowing where your players are going to be, where your teammates are going to be. Brentford's goal was literally that. The second goal that they scored third goal that they scored was off a beautiful counterattack. The entire play is a prime example of this. So it started with the center back at Brentford grabbing the ball from Sancho, barely, snagged the ball from Sancho, took a couple touches in the box, and launched it forward to their attacker. To, I think it was Ivan Toney, by himself on an island.
Yeah.
I think the next closest defender was...
They rounded it, took one touch, and made a beautiful pass.
He literally, the defender, kicked it all the way up to Ivan Toney, Ivan takes one touch off the bounce, perfect.
And it was a
through
half
ball.
volley pass too.
It was a half volley pass, perfect to Mbuemo. What's his name? Hold on, let me pull it up.
Yeah, I was gonna say pull it up. I don't remember.
Mbuemo, perfect second touch pass to Mbuemo off the volley, and that's prime example of knowing where your teammates are going to be and having the faith that they're going to be there. Prime example, and Man United do not have that in their repertoire right now. That's why they will continue to struggle.